Biometrics technology. We will get to know about biometrics and learn its introduction, working types, uses, advantages and disadvantages in this presentation. First, introduction. In introduction we will get to know the following points. 1. General information. 2. What is biometrics? 3. History of biometrics. 4. Why biometrics? 1. General information. Biometrics is automated method of recognizing a person based on physiological or behavioral characteristic. Biometrics technologies measure a particular set of a person's traits to determine identity. 2. What is biometrics? The word biometrics is derived from Greek words bios and metrics, which means life and measurement respectively. This directly translates into single phrase life measurement. 3. History of biometrics. The first real biometric system was created in 1870 by French anthropologist Alphonse Bertillon and turned biometrics a distinguished field of study. The first classification method of fingerprint was developed in 1892 by Sir Francis Galton. 4. Why biometrics? Biometrics is safest source of security because it measure mankind's traits. This mankind traits are unique in every person. Example. 1. Fingerprint. Every person has different pattern of fingerprint. 2. Facial. Every person has different structure of face. 3. Iris. Every person has different characteristic in iris. 4. Keystrokes. Every person has different type of typing style. Second. How biometrics work. In how biometrics work, we will get to know the following points. 1. How biometrics works, image. 2. How biometrics works, theory. 3. Components of biometric system. 1. How biometric works, image. Here observe the image and you will get to know it's a 6-step process which contains a sensor, pre-processing unit, set of feature extractor, template generator, matcher, application device. 2. How biometric works, theory. First, the sensor of the system scans your traits, finger, iris. Then the pre-processing unit makes a map from the points scanned by sensor. After that, a set of algorithms converts this map into binary number. This process is done by feature extractor. A template generator makes template of binary number and it is stored in stored templates. A matcher matches the new trait with all the old stored templates. Application device then with the help of matcher's result displays result and whether to give access or not. 3. Components of biometrics. A sensor that is used to collect data. Set of signal processing algorithms that perform quality control activities and develops the biometric pattern. Data storage that keeps information to compare the new biometric process with. A matchmaking algorithm that does the actual comparison. A decision process, either automated or human assisted, that uses the result from matchmaking algorithm to take decision. Third. Types of biometrics. In types of biometrics we will get to know the following points. 1. Types of biometrics. 2. Every type explained. 3. Difference between identification and authentication. 4. Comparison between types. 1. Types of biometrics. There are mainly 2 types of biometrics. They are as follows. Behavioral biometrics used for verification. Physical biometrics used for either identification or verification. 2. Difference between identification and authentication. Identification determines identity of person, where authentication determines whether person is who he claims. No identity claim. Many-to-one mapping. Cost of computation, number of record of users. Identity claim from the user. One-to-one mapping. The cost of computation is independent of the number of records of users. Identification. Captured biometric signatures come from a set of known biometric features stored in the system. Authentication. Captured biometric signatures may be unknown to the system. Third. Types of biometrics, subcategory. There are mainly three types of physical biometrics. They are fingerprint, facial recognition, and iris recognition. Behavioral biometrics consist of speech recognition, signature, and keystroke. Fourth. Comparison between above-mentioned types in the aspects of user acceptance, ease of use, and accuracy. From comparison we can understand that fingerprint is most accurate and facial is lowest in accuracy. But fingerprint is lowest in user acceptance and voice and signature has highest user acceptance. Retina is hardest to use, whereas facial is easiest to use. Fingerprint. A fingerprint scanner scans a human finger, then process it to map by the points of loop and ridges of finger. This map then been converted in templates. Then matcher compares two templates and gives result. The final result will be displayed by software, with the help of matcher. Facial scanner. As shown in the image, a scanner, application, scans the geometry, structure, of applicant's face. Then a set of algorithms converts it into binary numbers and stores it in database. Then at time of identification matcher compares the new and stored face. Application shows the result and gives access. Iris scanner. A iris scanner scans the iris inwards to the pupil edge. Then an algorithm make a map by the plotted marks of iris, usually 173 points. This map then transferred to numbers and made templates. Then at time of identification matcher compares the new and stored iris. Application shows the result and gives access. Signature recognition. Signature recognition is a behavioral biometric. It can be operated in two different ways. Static. In this mode, users write their signature on paper, digitize it through an optical scanner or a camera, and the biometric system recognizes the signature, analyzing its shape. Dynamic. Some systems also operate on smartphones or tablets with a capacitive screen, where users can sign using a finger or an appropriate pen. Speech recognition. Speech recognition listens to voice patterns to verify human. A microphone listens to voice patterns and record it, then saving it. At time of verification, this stored and new voice pattern are compared by application to give result. Speech recognition is used to give commands to your computer, mobiles and television. A video example of Windows speech recognition on next slide.
Right, the next thing I'm going to look at is Windows speech recognition. So here I am on the Windows desktop. This is Windows 7. I know you won't believe me, but honestly it is. I just like it configured this way. I'll look in Settings, I'll look in the Control Panel, and we will find in here, if we just scroll down, I've got the text very big so you can see it, we've got speech recognition. So I can click on that, and then you can just go start using speech recognition, which is a standard part of Windows. You then get your little box comes up, which is the speech recognition thingy. So if I click on the thing to activate it, this can turn it on and off, and I'll turn it on and off a bit whilst I'm doing this so you can see what's going on. So if I turn it on, launch WordPad. Just turn it off for a second, it launched WordPad obviously. I'm just going to change the font just to be a little bit easier for you to see if you're looking at this on, say, a smaller screen, and just paste down a bit to make myself happier and maybe expand it up. But basically, I've launched WordPad and I'll turn this on again, see how it works. Hello. Hello. Comma. New line. Delete that. New paragraph. This is Windows speech recognition. Full stop. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Correct that. Number 2. OK. As you can see, that was fairly successful. This bit I think I'm going to just try completely again. So we've got the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Number 1. OK. And my fault, we've got an extra dog there, and I'm starting to give up now, so I'm going to do the full stop on the keyboard.
Keystroke. Keystroke dynamic information, which is normally discarded to verify or even try to determine the identity of the person who is producing those keystrokes. This is often possible because some characteristics of keystroke production are as individual as handwriting or a signature. The techniques used to do this vary widely in power and sophistication, and range from statistical techniques to AI approaches like neural networks. As shown in image, the scanner scans the hold time, seek time, key pressing and latency to verifies this traits with stored ones to give access. Fourth, in uses and advantages we will get to know the following points. 1. Uses of biometrics. 2. Advantages of biometrics. 3. Disadvantages of biometrics. Uses of biometrics. Biometric time clocks or biometric time and attendance systems, which are being increasingly used in various organizations to control employee timekeeping. Biometric safe and locks provide security to homeowners. Biometric access control system, providing strong security at entrances. Nowadays it has been used in many smartphones also. Advantages of biometrics. Increase security, provide a convenient and low-cost additional security. Reduces password administration costs. Replaces hard-to-remember passwords and PINs. Disadvantages of biometrics. High cost, low accuracy, dependence on lighting, high error rate, intrusion of privacy and size of the devices are some of the disadvantages of using biometrics. The disadvantages depend on which of the different biometric identification methods is used by an identification device. Thanks for watching my presentation. More stuff on this channel coming soon. Please subscribe, like and share our channel.